Your AI agent Frank, is modeled after you. So, what inspired that idea, and where do you see AI driven sales agents evolving in the next 5 years?
That's a very good question. So yeah, it is modeled after me. So the first agent we named it after me. So I was, as I said, spent in the sales over a decade. So I'm essentially dumping all my knowledge, having worked in sales, over to Agent Frank, right? So and that's essentially the replica of me that we're selling essentially to a bunch of people. But the biggest problem that I see, and there's a bunch of other AI agent companies out there, but the biggest problem that I'm seeing is orchestrating the agent. So it's not the technology where the issue lies or something. It's about how does actually sales work, and how do you orchestrate that in an agent? It's a very difficult thing to do. And our agent is not perfect, and it still requires a ton of work to make it like really, really good. Um, and so where we are in the world today is, you can use an agent to achieve a specific task, but where we are shifting and where it's sort of progressing, is we are heading into this world where you're going to see what's called swarm of agents. So essentially multiple agents working with each other to achieve even higher output levels. But yeah, we're using our agent right now within the sales team. So I have a sales team of about 3 individuals, but in tandem, I'm running the agent to naturally increase the output levels. And it's working pretty well. So yeah.
We just implemented an AI sales agent here in our company. We working with a company that reached out to us and presented what they could do, and it's really really very clever what AI sales agents can do. Of course, I didn't know about Salesforge until I met you, but our guy, his name is Hunter, so we've named him Hunter, and he's doing a phenomenal job. We've even signed up. We've already had somebody sign up for our services as a result of Hunter's emails. So you've been very successful in building this company a very small amount of time to get to a large ARR. What do you think has been your one key that has unlocked that success for you?
Well, I would say it's most likely, there's multiple ways how you could probably answer this, but probably the best answer is like, you're really been doing a lot of essentially founder-led selling or marketing, essentially, right? So being always present, always building in the public, and always talking about the problems that you're solving with your ideal customer, essentially profile, right? So that's on LinkedIn. I kept sharing a lot of different stuff on LinkedIn and making sure that folks follow along the journey. And yeah, because without the founder brand and without the founder led sort of selling, marketing, etc., I don't think we would have been able to scale it, to this sort of level. As I said, we scaled to $1 million without a single, employee, and we're able to do the same thing without any go-to-market team to a $2 million. So that's just an example that the founders have been really the main driver of the speed, the reason why it's been going so fast. But you can't really get to the levels of, let's say, $10 million. You definitely need to be hiring people, because things start breaking. When you start scaling, they start breaking, and you need to build proper structure processes, so you're able to scale 10 million, then 100 million, whatever. Yeah, so the founding team, I would say, is the main reason. But of course, one is a good team, but then we were going after really the good problems. So the first initial problem that we were going after was email deliverability, making sure that emails don't land in spam. Because think of it this way: what's the point of an AI agent, and all the great emails or whatever he's doing if the emails land in spam, right? So so picking the right problem initially to go after was really what was the main driver, and then we only added agents later on, like 6 months ago only. Um, so yeah, so big pain, big market, being very aggressive, being very visible and social. That's really what has led us to $3 million in 12 months.
How do you personally define the word success?
So to me, success is something where you're very you're an individual. Somebody actually told me that on WhatsApp recently. Frank never gives up. And that's literally the type of person I am. My other two co-founders, they're exactly the same. We just never stop. We never give up. So and we have like over 100 competitors, by the way, right? So we're in a space which is like super crowded. It's actually one of the worst software categories in the world. If you're sending some sort of emails, and even with the AI agents, there's a ton of AI agents already out there, right? It's very, very competitive. But if you're the team and the business that just never gives up and never stops, it's very hard to compete against you. And then we're essentially that team. We'll never stop. We'll always keep knocking on doors. We're always going to keep talking about us solving particular pains that our customers have, and doing that for millions of businesses out there. And if you have such a determined team, and the team that's very aggressive also, that goes in the market and actually builds a product that solves a big pain, um, in the right way, right? So orchestration, I told you, is a big topic, right? So how do you actually build the software in the right way? So that's where domain expertise is also very important, because essentially there's a bunch of these also AI agent companies where you see, I don't know, kids from college, coming out of college, and they just build AI agents. But they've never been, selling anything. You look at their backgrounds, they've never been in sales. But VCs love, young kids building businesses. They just love that, because they have a lot of energy. And I'm like, I also have energy. I think you can find people with energy. You don't need to. You have a 25-year-old kid building AI agents. But that expertise, meaning you've been in sales for a decade, you've been leading teams, etc. That helps a ton, because you know how to orchestrate the software, because you need to know what people discuss in the board meetings, etc. Without that experience, it's pretty hard to understand how to orchestrate the right, their agent in the right ways.
Hey there, it's the real Jason Duncan. Thank you for watching this video. If you are an entrepreneur and you've ever thought about what it's going to be like when you get ready to exit your business, I'm the guy you want to follow. So make sure that you've subscribed to this channel and go check out the link in the description, therealjasonduncan.com. Check out the resources I've got for people just like you, as an entrepreneur who's trying to get his life back, get her life back, get your time and freedom back. We've got a couple other videos you might be interested in. There's one here and there's one here. If that's what you want as an entrepreneur, if you're being trapped in your business, then I can help you get out of that. So go to therealjasonduncan.com. The link is in the description, and check out one of these videos. I'll see you next time.